Hello, my dear. Let's talk about grandmother today. But I'm not going to tell you about our grandmother today, but I'm going to tell you about Ray Young Beer's grandmother today, the poet's grandmother. But before starting this video, let me tell you one thing that this channel DLG is one of the best platform in YouTube to get most authentic and valuable information about English grammar and literature. And if you have not subscribed this channel yet, please do subscribe it in order to get valuable information and authentic information about English grammar and literature. Let's enter into my operation lab, and now let's start the explanation of the poem Grandmother, written by Ray Young Beer. Grandmother, the poem written by Ray Young Beer. Ray Young Beer is the poet and the poem is Grandmother. Let's start the operation. Okay, my dear. First of all, before describing you the poem Grandmother, let me describe you the poet. American Indian poet. Ray Young Beer is American Indian poet and novelist. American Indian means American but Native American. That is why American Indian poet and novelist. He was born in the Meskwaki tribe. Meskwaki is one of the indigenous group, my dear. The main theme of his writing is American Indian search for identity. He mainly writes about what? Search for American Indians' identity or Native Americans' identity. He had written the text or the books like Waiting to be Fed, Winter of the Salamander, The Invisible Musician, etc. etc. So let's start the summary, or let's start the explanation of the same poem Grandmother, written by Ray Young Beer. My dear, don't go anywhere. You just listen to me so that you will get authentic information about this, the poem Grandmother, written by Ray Young Beer. Let's start the summary there. Listen attentively, don't go anywhere. The beautiful poem Grandmother is written by Ray Young Beer, who is an American Indian poet and novelist. I already told the meaning of American Indian. In this poem, the persona means the poet, who speaks in poet. Persona draws a realistic picture of his grandmother while expressing his love to his grandmother. In this poem, he describes his love to his grandmother. The poet remembers her regarding her appearance and activities. My dear, in this poem, he described basically the appearance and activities of his grandmother. In the poem, the poet remembers four things. Basically, he remembers four things about his grandmother. To begin with, those four things are: he describes her purple scarf and plastic shopping bag. First of all, he describes the plastic shopping bag and purple scarf of his grandmother. Secondly, he remembers her warm and damp hand. That means touching of his grandmother. He remembers what? Warm and damp hand. The third thing that he remembers is smell of roots. He also remembers smell of roots from her hand. Last but not the least, poet remembers the voice coming from rock. The voice coming from rock. The voice of his grandmother coming from rock. The four images that we can find or that are used in this poem are purple scarf, warm and damp hand, or you can say purple scarf and plastic shopping bag, warm and damp hand, smell of roots, and voice coming from rock. To wrap up or to summarize, the main idea of this poem Grandmother is love and reminiscence. The speaker gives a loving, caring, and inspiring impression of his grandmother. The poet seems to be attached emotionally. He seems to be attached emotionally to his grandmother. He feels a sense of love and found to be deeply attached to her. My dear, I presented the explanation of the poem Grandmother, written by Ray Young Beer. My dear, this is the summary there. This is poet's introduction, and we discussed this poem Grandmother, written by Ray Young Beer. At last, my dear, if this video is fruitful for you, don't forget to subscribe this channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll come up with the new video tomorrow. Thank you so much.